I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2i TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week. Like T2i TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2i TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong TV show. And tonight is another powerful discussion. I always say that Saturdays are my best days in the week. Why? Because we get the opportunity to share with you powerful topics that are designed to really change your mindset, to really help you to believe again, and to really inspire you for you to succeed in life. And tonight is no exception. I've got a powerful young man I call. I've been following him on Facebook. I've had the opportunity to have a personal relationship with him. And this man, I would say in brief, is on fire. And tonight, if you are watching us for the first time, I would like you to do us one favor. Just share this for somebody to have an opportunity to watch this powerful segment of Step Out Oscar Bimpong. And also like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, before I go on to my guest, I have got a few mentioning of sponsors. I have got Train to Inspire Consultancy, that is your business training and consulting firm, and that is for all your business training needs for corporate SMEs and sole proprietors. Contact Train to Inspire Consultancy. Train to Inspire also works with schools in relation to the personal development of students in second cycle institutions, colleges, and universities. Then also ALS Global Shipping and Logistics. That is your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. Also ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, and that is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. Then Wheels for Sure, your car lease for every credit. Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit. You can walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. Please quote T2i 2020 when you call Wheels for Sure. Wheels for Sure is based in the United Kingdom. They will sort you out. You can walk out of the garage with a car of your choice, especially in COVID-19, where a lot of people are afraid to take public transport. Now, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, their contact details are scrolling on the screen. Take it and contact them. Also, if you want to sponsor any of our shows, take the number for T2i TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy. Also, if you want to support what we are doing, if you want us to really get this wide and far, because what we are doing here, we are creating an educational platform for the people of Africa and those in diaspora. And tonight, we are bringing one of our powerful sessions. But if you want to support what we are doing, why don't you support us? Your support can be in resources. Your support can be in ideas. Your support can be in money. Why? Because last year, the number of young people between the ages of 12 to 30 years that we interviewed on the continent that are doing amazing work have really changed the mindset of a lot of young people. And the feedback we are getting means that we cannot give up. Now, let me go to my guest for tonight. And who is the one sitting on the hot seat? This man, I said, I've had the opportunity to really have an encounter with him. And there is one thing I've realized on the African continent, and that is there are so many young people and so many people on the continent who are doing exceptionally well, who have got so much knowledge to share to inspire our young people, but they even find it difficult to go on national TV or even small TV stations, even in Africa. Why? Because for you to get the opportunity, you need to be a politician. You need to somebody they class as iconic. But there are people that they have got so much. Their stories can even change lives, but they never get the opportunity. And that is what this platform is all about, to bring those people to share their story, their knowledge, their expertise with the youth of Africa. And tonight, I have got this man. He is a father, he is a serial entrepreneur, he is a lifestyle coach, and an investor. He is the person of Yao Sika. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, and you're live on T2i TV UK.
Thank you so much, Oscar. It's been a pleasure being on your show. I really appreciate bringing me here, and I think we're really going to have a really good time. How are you doing yourself? How are you doing? You good?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I've told you Saturday it's my best days of the week.
Amazing.
So yeah, not going to work and having the opportunity to do what I do best is the best thing that can happen to me, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Thank you very much, and thanks for your time as well. And let me go to our topic for discussion, and that is being in control of your reality, into bracket mindset. Now, talk to me. Who is Yausika in your own words?
Well, I'm a dad. I'm a dad of two. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in London, originally from Ghana, and I love to help people. I actually connect with people around the world just to help people, get to wherever it is they want to be in life, and it kind of cross from all aspects. So that's what I do.
Wow. Trying to help people. And I think people think that is just something that is literal, but people don't know the more you help people, the more you also help yourself, isn't it?
100%. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yes. There is a saying that it's better to get 1% of everybody than to get 100% of one person, isn't it?
You got it right.
And that is how wealth is being created, isn't it?
100%. I mean,
Wow.
when you look at the most wealthy people, I mean, they're always going to tell you about it 1%, and you just said it right. I mean, the more people you help, the easier you can actually create wealth, and it's a very, very simple mathematical, method, and people don't really get it. But I think if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So our topic for discussion is being in control of your reality, and that is mindset. Now, why this topic?
I think we live in a world right now where people are actually lacking so many things in life, or we get too distracted with so many things going on in our life, and we always play the blame game, isn't it? We always play the blame game, and I always think that there are certain things, or there are certain factors or things that we actually have in our lives that's really stopping us from really achieving the ultimate and achieving success in life. And I believe that everybody has full control of really creating whatever it is that they want to be, or who they want to be in life. When you look at it, I mean, coming from the point of creation, I think when you look at the Bible, and God actually created a man, right? And he actually, there's one thing that was very, very important to me, is that man was created in his own image. So there is something that is saying over there. So it means that you can also create. So what we're talking about is, how can you also create your life? So 85% of what we see ourselves right now, 85% of what we physically see in our life, whether being internal or external, is being created by you. So I think it's a very, very huge topic I really want to dive into today. So and I think you're going to help me do that.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to be in the steering wheel, making sure
Definitely.
that we get there.
Definitely.
But this is about the mind, isn't it?
Definitely, it's about the mind.
This is about the mind. But the point is that the mind is underestimated when it comes to its potential and the role it plays in helping us to succeed in life. Why do you think this is the case?
Let me just say this. You see, one thing we need to consider is, our audience, I want you to really, really get this, right? You just said it rightly. You said it right, that we really underestimate the mind. And I wanted to say this: the mind is the most powerful thing you can ever think of. The mind is the most powerful thing. Think about creation. Think about invention. Think about all the success stories that we've ever heard. All the inventions that's ever been, in existence, right? We live in a world right now where there's so many things going on. We live in a comfort. Like, someone can sit in a couch and just pick a remote, and your remote control can even start your car, can even start driving your car for you. There's so many things happening right now. And when you're talking about inventions, you definitely should think of, okay, how did they actually create this? That's one question you want to ask yourself. It started from somewhere. It all started from the mind. The person who created it had a thought. They actually have to think about it. And once they had that thought, then what happens? That thought has to come to what? Reality. And that's one secret about most successful people we see in the world right now. They are able to create that success. They're able to do so many things. When you look at Richard Branson, he's got so many things on his plate. One person, he's got so many businesses. So many businesses, and all these ventures are very, 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 they're all successful what? Ventures. So you ask yourself, how did he do it? First of all, he had it in the mind. And once you had it all planted in the mind, then it has to come to what? Fruition. It has to come to reality. So I think that is how powerful the mind is. And if we do underestimate it, then it looks like we're gonna really lose a lot.
So does it mean that some people refuse to think?
Yeah, I could say so. And no, you know, let me put it this way: some people actually refuse to think, and also not even just that, they think, but they're not actually thinking about the right things. You see, you can have positive thinking, you can have negative thinking.
Yes.
And we're going to get back to that one, because whatever you think is going straight into your subconscious mind. We're going to get that. We're going to go that into that in a second, because that is another part of it. The brain is a very powerful thing I said earlier on, and the brain is actually into different segments. The brain is in two parts. You have the conscious mind, and the subconscious. But the subconscious is the most powerful thing. That is where everything goes on.
Wow.
And when you know the things that you need to think about can be transferred, right? It's like a current, like electricity current. It can be moved from where you're actually processing it, where you're having that thought. It can be moved from that place to the subconscious mind. And once it gets there, things start happening.
Wow. Because you mentioned of the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Now, what role does it play in our success or failure in life?
Right. Okay, let's put it this way. Subconscious mind is the recipient of everything that you see. The brain is actually thinking of about more than 5,000 stuff at the same time. That is how powerful your brain is. It's very, very complex. So many things are actually coming into your brain. So many things are actually popping into your brain. But the thing is, when you actually grab all this information, it processes that information, it takes it to the subconscious mind, and that is where everything goes on. So the subconscious mind receives the information, and what does it do? That information now becomes it becomes some sort of emotions, right? And one thing about emotions is very, very powerful. You see, all the things that you do think about, the moment you get that information, it goes to the subconscious mind, and now it turns to emotions. What happens? You are actually projecting those emotions out. So some people will say you're projecting it to the universe. Some people will say, and one thing that we need to understand is we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings, right? So anything that you take in, it goes into your heart. You see, the moment the subconscious mind takes it, it goes into your heart. Your heart is going to either agree or disagree with what the subconscious mind is what is receiving.
Yes.
And the moment it agrees to it, then it comes to a reality.
Yes.
We need to really get this. And let me just put it this way. And that's why so many people go to church and they pray, they don't see the results. What we're talking about right now, I'll be very, very honest with you. Some church leaders don't preach this. Some spiritual leaders don't preach what we're talking about right here.
No.
Because you can pray, you can say all the stuff that you want to say. But if you don't know that the subconscious mind is very, very powerful, God gave you that thing for a reason. And some people are using it for a different purpose, and you're achieving quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because
I have got a book coming out, right? It's called Mindset Revolution.
Wow.
Re-engineering the mind for pleasing purpose, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I learned about the subconscious mind is that it's your memory bank.
Definitely.
And it saves everything you do from the day you are born to the day you die. And it is also estimated that there are about 50 to 70,000 thoughts that runs in your mind in 24 hours.
100%.
And all these thoughts are being stored in your subconscious. So imagine if 70% of these thoughts is even negative.
Yeah.
I call it you are the living dead legend.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I totally agree. Definitely.
Yes. Yes. So you think if people are not working on their minds, it looks like there's no way they're going to succeed in life?
No. That's a big no. You see, as we just said, I mean, the mind is being very, very powerful thing. It's actually playing a huge role in anybody. Either you're going to be successful or you're not going to be successful. It's all dependent on the mind. because it's all the information that you're feeding in. You said it right. You feed in all this information, and everything that you feed into the mind is what you actually bringing into reality. Because what you're thinking of, you are a reflection of what you think about. So if you're worried every day, what's going to happen? The results that you're going to project is going to be there. It's going to be negative. If you're always happy, if you're always thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to be wealthy. I'm going to be very successful. This business I'm actually working on, even though things are really hard, I'm going to get to the end of it. I'm going to get to my destination. It is going to happen. Because that's what your brain is telling you. That's what your mind is telling you. And it is consistently telling you that. And there is one very, very important thing we need to understand. When there is that persistence and that consistency in what you're feeding into your brain or into your mind is very powerful. Miracles happen. Just like that. Miracles happen just like that.
Wow. So it means that you become what you think about. Is that what you are saying?
100%, bro. You become what you think about. Exactly. You become what you think about. And you just said it right. Spot on. You become what you think about.
So how does one develop a particular mindset?
I think mindset, let me just go to this kind of mindset. So mindset, let's put it, the mindset is a belief, whether it is a belief of one's intelligence and talents, right? And we can actually put it in two different elements or categories, right? We have the fixed mindset and we have the growth mindset. Right. So now you want to talk about what's the difference between the two, right? So the growth mindset is someone who accepts change, someone who is willing to grow, someone who is really willing to take risk, someone who is really willing to adapt. Right. And we also have a fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is someone who's just gone through maybe gone through university, gone through the school system, and it's just like A, B, C, D. This is what I've been taught, and this is what I know, and that can be changed. We have people like that, right?
Of course. 1 + 1 is equal to 2.
And that's it.
But if I tell you 2 + 2 can be equal to 10,
yeah,
they will argue.
Yeah,
it can't, because I can just invest 2 and I can make 10.
Definitely.
I don't make 2 + 2, and that 100%. Is the fixed mindset we are talking about. So I think you are quite right.
Yeah. So we have a lot of people that have that fixated mind, which is not willing to change at all. Right. And when you have people like that, let's put two people. Let's put these two people right here. So we got someone who's got a growth mindset, and the other person has got a fixated mindset, fixed mindset. Right. The one who's got a growth mindset, give them the same task. Watch them for maybe the next 6 months or a year, and see what's going to happen. Right. The one with the growth mindset is going to pursue. They are more relentless. They are taking risk. They are going through corrections. And they want to try to adapt to different stuff. What's going to work? If this is not working, what's going to work? Right? And we also have the one that has got the eyes fixed on just, this is what I know. And if it's not working, what's going to happen? You're going to give up.
Yeah.
So it really plays a role in one being very successful, whether they're going to be successful or not.
So it's like you are talking about the parable of the talent, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you got it.
One decided just to bury it because he didn't understand the meaning of
concept,
growth.
Yeah.
The concept of growth. And I think you are making so much valuable points here. Look, if you are watching this, all you have to do is to share this for somebody to have an opportunity to also join us, because some of this discussion might save somebody. Somebody is a millionaire sitting somewhere, but the reason why they are not getting to that potential of becoming a millionaire is just because of their mindset. Mindset is everything. People are looking for $100,000 to start their business. If you have got the right mindset, you can start with $1,000 and you will make it. It's all in the mind. And because the potential to growth is in the seed that you carry, not in the tree. Because the tree is born out of the seed. So what you have in your hands is more powerful than what you are seeking. And I think if people understand these principles, then it means that they should be able to really succeed in life. Now, who is responsible for creating a particular mindset that they carry?
Right. That's a good question, Oscar. You are responsible.
I should not blame anyone.
Don't blame anyone. You are fully responsible, right? You are fully responsible for that. Okay. So I mean, developing your mindset is your full responsibility. So whether or not you're gonna be receptive to information, to change, to situation, to whatever it is that comes your way, or whether or not you're gonna be just the same person and not have a tendency to grow, it all depends on you. And that is why, and that is why we have I just cited an example. You have two different types of people. The other person is just going to go on and keep on pursuing. The other person is just going to be the same place where you found them. They're going to be there. You come back and you meet them right there and not moving because they are stuck. And what they know is, I knew about ABC and that didn't work, and I'm not going to do anything else. So what's going to happen? That this is not working. This is not going to work. And they always give excuses. You see, with people in that kind of category, they always have excuses. And let me tell you, if you have excuses in life, you're always going to fail.
Wow.
You can't grow because you have excuses. You have excuses to everything. And you said it. You see, people don't really pursue the things that they really want to do because they find excuses, because excuses is the easiest escape route, right? That's the easiest way to escape everything that they want to do.
Of course. But yeah, somebody will say that, yeah, you don't even understand. When I started this, I just hit a wall. And why are you telling me I should have find a way to get to the other side when there is a wall?
Right, let me just say this. You see, there's something called, should I put it, failure, right? That's how people are going to say. I don't call it failure. I don't have anything called failure in my life. Everything is challenge. And when you think that this is a failure, you've actually hit the brick wall. So this is it. There's no way I can go through in life. I cannot do this. Let me tell you what, in every kind of failure, you see as a failure, in every kind of failure, there is a huge opportunity for growth. It's a learning curve. The moment you understand that, you see, failure is going to be your best friend. If you want to be successful, failure has to be your best friend. Once you hit the brick, you need to what? You need to bang into those brick or that wall and keep going. And that is why they said it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But you being relentless and being persistent and keep going, that is the only thing that's going to pave way for you.
Wow. But some people say, I've done everything and it's still not working. And that is the reason why I gave up.
Right. They actually given, I would say it's just an excuse to really escape, right? Because there is nothing like you've done everything. You see, let me just switch it to entrepreneurs, right? If you're an entrepreneur, there is nothing like this did not work. And if even it did not work, you want to be actually be doing maybe something else that you think is going to work. You see, there is always a way. When there is a will, there is a way. There is always a way, and you need to find that way. And that is why creativity, your creative thoughts, God has given you that. God has given you everything. That is where your creativity will come in. Because when you set yourself on that path and you're going, you see, the challenges that is gonna approach you, it's just gonna be either a stepping stone for you to just, or a springboard to actually, push you up, or it's gonna actually tell you, you know what, maybe that is not the right way you should have actually done it. Maybe let's go that route. That's gonna work. But if you fail to really recognize all these things and just go like, okay, I just hit the brick wall, that didn't work, and I've done everything and it didn't work, and that's it. I just have to just leave it. It comes, I think it's something internal. It's something very internal. It comes from within. It's the people that keep going and they never give up. It's something that you have to build right from the within, from within as an entrepreneur.
So it means that are you trying to say that if you put your mind to it, there is no way you can fail? Is that what you are saying?
100%. Do you know, let me say this, Oscar, thank you so much for just bringing that up. Do you know how many successful people we have in the world, and how many of them actually failed? How many times they actually failed?
Uncountable, man.
so many times. You definitely have gone through so many stuff. I've definitely gone through so many stages of my life that I feel like 1,000 times. And you definitely, you are a big entrepreneur. And I know you've definitely go through different stages in life in what it is that you're doing now. You've done it, you failed, you do it, you fail, you do it, you fail, and you keep doing it. You don't give up. That's what it is. And for you to be successful, I think that is one thing. I think it should be in your DNA. It should be in your DNA that, you know what, a failures are going to be, you know, failure should be a lifestyle, right? It should be part of your lifestyle. It should become a kind of habit, and you should love it. And that's the only way you can actually grow and be successful.
Does your environment play a role in your success or failure, especially when it comes to the mindset that you have?
I totally agree. Your environment plays a huge role. You see, your network is your net worth, right? The kind of people you surround yourself with. Tell me the 5 closest people, your 5 closest friends you have in your life right now. Tell me the 5 closest friends you have in your life right now. And I'll tell you where you are going to be in the next, 5 years. Because they're playing a role. There are some way, somehow influencing you. I always tell myself, I don't want to have broke people in my life. When I talk about broke people, I'm not talking about people. I mean, you see, wealth comes from the mind, right? So if you have a broke mindset, definitely you can't be my friend. I won't have you in my inner circle. For you to be in my inner circle, you need to be someone who is mentally, you are there. You have to be wealthy over here, because the moment you're there, everything will just fall in place. And they also influence where you're actually going, because this is the thing. You're going to be talking about things. The stuff that you talk about influences you. It helps you to make certain decisions. What kind of books do you read? What kind of information do you feed in yourself? What kind of stuff do you, when you go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, what do? Do you just look at people? Do you just look at entertainment? Do you just watch stuff that really doesn't add value to your life? So environment is very, very crucial to what it is that you're actually going. Because if you find yourself in the wrong place, you're definitely going to hit the brick wall.
Because you talk about broke, and it's amazing when people say somebody broke. You see, Robert Kiyosaki made a powerful quote, and it says, "To being broke in the pocket is temporal, but being broke in the mind can be eternal." Meaning that when you are broke in the mind, that is even more dangerous than being broke in the pocket.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's very dangerous.
So somebody might not have money today, but that person probably has got a powerful positive mindset.
Yeah.
Trust me, that person is on the road to never be broke than somebody that have got money in their pockets today, but they don't have a powerful positive mindset.
I agree.
So being broke is being defined by what people see, but to be successful or to be wealthy, it starts here. You see, people should understand that success and failure starts in the mind.
Yeah.
You are already defeated in your mind before you take a step. I have a friend who called me and said, "Oscar, I want to go to Ghana to go and try whether I can do some business." I said, "Don't go, because you have already failed in your mind. You don't go to try, you go to what? To take over. You go to win."
Yeah, that's it. Take dominion.
When you sit in a plane and you have got a winning mentality, there is no way you will come back to the UK when you fail.
Yeah.
If you say you are going to try, the next moment you meet a challenge, you just bring your bags and come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our success and failure starts here. But let me ask you this question. Why is it that the African continent, we are not developing the way we have to develop? What is the cause of our problems? Some people say it's about colonialism and slavery. Some people say it's about leadership. They are giving so many flimsy excuses. We are the continent that have got the highest percentage of natural reserve of resources, natural resources at our disposal, but we inhabit the most poorest people on earth. What is our problem? Can you say mindset is part of our problems?
You know, it's a very powerful question you just brought up, and I think it's something that we really have to really address for not just on this platform as we're talking right now. I think it should be like a national sort of thing that we should be doing, because you see, all the way from school. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a teacher. I've been working as a teacher. I worked as a teacher when I was in Ghana. Right, I've been a teacher, and when you look at the school curriculum, I'll tell you what, it's got nothing in the curriculum that is really actually true.
Wow, I think we just have we lost our guest, but he is going to join us very soon. We'll go for a quick commercial break, but please share this. We are coming back very soon. Share this for somebody to have the opportunity to watch this. And also, please like our page on Facebook and also on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And this is what we bring to you every Tuesday. This is what we bring to you every Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. That is 8 p.m. Ghana time, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. And look, these are the kind of discussions that we bring to you every single week. And if you are joining us for the first time, you have to make this place your home. Why? Because we bring in topics that has got the power to change your mindset, that has got the power to cause you to believe, that has got the power for you to believe again. Trust me, lots and lots of people have given up in life. And that is why we are where we are when it comes to Africa. And trust me, we can only change the narrative when me and you are part of the solution. And that is what this platform is all about. We don't want to sit down and complain and give excuses. We want to be part of the solution. Because if you are not part of the solution, then obviously you are part of the problem. Mr. Yausika, please welcome back. And we have a brief technical challenge, but we are back.
Definitely.
Wow. So you were talking about this African issue. Please, let's continue.
Right. So I think it all starts from our educational system, right? We got a very, very, very weak curriculum in school. I have a teacher when I was in Ghana, and I can tell a lot of people about how the curriculum is being designed, and I actually got my education, you know, from back home before I came over here to England to study. And when you look at it, I'll be very honest with you, there is nothing in our curriculum today, as I speak to you, that is really channeling our mind and also reprogramming us. One thing also, my own people, Ghanaians, feel so entitled. They're very entitled. And they want everything to be, you know, to be cooked and dished out, serve it on the plate and bring it to them, because they don't want to go through the hard work. Right? And I think it's got to do with the mindset as well. And I think, you know, your Mindset Revolution book, I think when it comes out, is something that people really need to, you know, get it, because I think, I'll be very honest with you, they need to have it in all universities across the nation so people can actually read it. Because when you are in the university and you have the right mindset, the moment you come out of the college, you come out of university, there's so many things you can actually do. And all from the basics all the way to our universities, we have a huge, you know, problem with our education curriculum. And also people finish school and all they're thinking about is, I need to go and find a job. You see, Africa, with all the natural resources that we have, let me tell you one thing. There are so many times I've actually traveled back home to Ghana, right? And anytime I go there, I'll be walking or driving with my mom. And anytime I see this, I tell Mom, that's money right there. That's money sitting there. Nobody's seeing it. We walk the next 2 miles, and I said, Mom, That's something right there. That's money right there. Nobody is seeing it. And people are walking past every day. It's very, very shocking. There are so many things that we've been so blessed with, but people don't actually see. They're not actually looking beyond the ordinary. What everyone is looking at is, so, you know what, I've finished university, I've got a 9th degree, I need to go just apply for a job. And to tell you what, there are no jobs in the market. So why don't you start creating something? Why don't you start using your God-given gifts, the talents and everything that you've learned with your education, apply it, and also tap into the resources that we have in our country so we can move from where we are to the next level?
I call it the programming of the mind, isn't it?
100%. I agree.
And I think that is the dangerous thing that can happen to anybody on earth. That is to be programmed. If you're programmed in such a way that it is helping to achieve your goals, that is fine. But when you are programmed and it is a deterrent for you to achieve your goals, then that is the most dangerous thing. So we have been programmed that we have to go and look for a job.
Yeah.
And because of that, somebody has stayed at home for 10 years, not getting a job just because that person is just looking for a job.
Yeah.
You know, I've mentored so many young people, right? And I can say to the glory of God, all those guys are not seeking jobs anymore.
Wow. Wow.
They are not rich. Young guys, they are not rich, but I have to channel their energy to where they can use their talent best. And trust me, today, they are not putting their CVs anywhere anymore. Why? Because I mentored one guy, I went to Ghana, and this guy didn't even have one CV. When I went this time, he has hired his own place that cost him 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
He has hired another person to help him to do his work.
Wow.
And this is where his story is an amazing story. And this is where I challenge people and I say, look, young people, it's not about the job, but you can start from somewhere. You see, the problem is starting from somewhere. Yeah. I was really mentoring a young girl and I had to stop because this girl has finished 11. 3 years, she doesn't have a job, right? And this girl was helping the mom to sell porridge. That is cocoa, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is what is happening. I asked this, so how much do you guys make in a day?
Yeah.
He says on a good day, they make between $100 to $150. 150 Ghana cedis a day. Right? And I said, okay, so now you are educated, your mom is not educated. So your mom is on one location, right? Now I'm going to help you to brand this cocoa a little bit so that you get other stations and employ people to sell it on your behalf. So if you are making 100 Ghana cedis a day and you have got 3 or 5 other places, that's going to make you 500 Ghana cedis.
That's called duplication.
That is why you are educated, so you have to do things different than your mom that didn't go to any even class 1. And you see, the girl didn't like it because she feels like as somebody who has finished Legon, she needs to go and get a job that she's going to wear a suit.
Let me just say this, Oscar.
And do you think this mindset will take us anywhere? Do you think we can have young people that will come up to create jobs to really solve the unemployment? Because government does not create jobs. Government just creates the platform for businesses to thrive.
Yeah.
Do you think with this mindset, are we going to get out of this dungeon of unemployment?
I think most people, as I said, most people are still gonna find it as it's not really. It shouldn't be a challenge. It should rather be. It should rather be an opportunity for growth, and also it should rather be an opportunity for us to explore, right? And I think it's all down to the mindset because the mind has been programmed in the way we call it the metrics, right? It's been programmed in such a way that people are not really thinking, okay, apart from me going through school and getting a job, what else can I do? How do I tap into what is surrounding me or where I find myself, right? And as you said, you just made an example. The mom is selling porridge and she could have just duplicate what the mom is doing and be a McDonald's of porridge.
Yeah, of course.
And have a lot of branches that you can be making more money. So instead of making 100 cedis, you got 10 branches. Now you're making 1,000 cedis a day. And this is where you need to be smart. And I just want to just encourage people right now. I mean, I know my fellow Ghanaians are listening to me. You really want to actually position yourself. We are in an era right now that there are so many opportunities surrounding us right now. And if you don't reposition yourself, you don't position yourself right now, you're going to be in a very, very bitter place that you think, you know what, maybe I should have done that. And it's going to be too late. Because let me tell you what, do you know so many people in the diaspora, Americans, are actually moving to Ghana? Americans are moving to Ghana for I think for the past 2 years. They're moving to go there and stay there. One of my business partners right now, as I'm speaking to you, she is in Ghana. There are so many people I know, they're not even born in Ghana. They were born and bred in America, and they're moving to Ghana. Why? Because they can see the opportunities. They can see the opportunities. Someone can move from here and go to Ghana and start selling watch, right?
Yeah.
Start selling watch because you feel like, oh, wow, okay, this location. You see, business is all location, location, location. If you're able to add value to people, you are in business.
Exactly.
And it's location, location, location. And if we're able to start thinking this way, we start reprogramming our mind and start thinking this direction, then I think we're going to be in a very, very good place in the next 10 years as Africans.
Yes. Yes. And look, I think we can always do better. And I think the excuses is too much, isn't it? I think the excuses has really got into our DNA.
Yeah.
And we just find excuses for every single thing.
Yeah.
We are not able to take the bull by the horn, and we don't have that mindset to start from somewhere. I think that one is also killing us because everybody wants to start push. But you don't need to start push. No, you need to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember when I started my radio show and a guy did my website free for me because he said, look, my website and the radio I was doing, it didn't match. And I had to start from somewhere. If you don't start, then no door opens.
Yes.
Doors only open when you have started.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the fear? Because fear has got a relationship with mindset. Right. What do you think about the role of fear in terms of us achieving our goals?
I mean, when it comes to fear, let me just say this. Fear, if you want to write this down, if you're listening to me, you want to write this down. Fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Fear, I mean, there is nothing like fear. Fear is all here. At the moment, the mind start telling you, you see, fear, the mind start telling you, no, you can't do this. That's what the mind will start telling you. No, you can't do this. No, this is going to fail. No, you can't take this risk, right? This is all fear. The moment you actually conceive that, the moment you actually take and receive this, and the subconscious mind receives it, that's it. You see, people actually accept defeat before they even start.
Yes.
They accept defeat before they even go into it. Before they even start, they've already accepted defeat.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, going back to the subconscious mind, you see, and that's what I'm saying, that whatever you think of is a reflection of what you're going to produce. So when you start thinking of defeat, you start thinking of, oh, you know what, this is not going to happen. Then obviously it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to make it. You can't do it. You won't be able to do it. It won't be successful. So it all has to be positive mindset, right? So people have the fear of the unknown. They're going to actually go into this venture. They don't know about it. So they're thinking, I don't know anything about this. Nobody knew about it before they started doing it. It was a risk they took, and the commitment, and they believed that when they actually take chance and actually pursue this, and that belief is what was taking them through. And one thing, very powerful thing, guys, you want to write this down, faith. You see, faith and fear, they cannot coexist. They can't be in the same place.
No.
They're not family. Faith and fear cannot be in the same place. And for you to really pursue anything and be successful in it, you want to actually erase fear, because you got fear of the unknown. You're also thinking, okay, what if I fail? What are people going to say? This is what people are thinking about. What are people going to say when I fail? Let me tell you one thing. You see this life? You are just unique. You see we see our what do you call it? The fingerprints. Every one of us, we got 7 billion people in the world, and we all have different fingerprints. Even twins got a different fingerprints.
Yes.
So that should tell you something. God created you in a very, very unique way. Right? So one thing that you actually need to understand is when you pursue and you believe with positivity, you will start attracting the right things into your life.
Wow.
You will start attracting the right stuff into your life. You see, you did, I think you did mention something. You started your journey and you went through a whole lot. There was, because you believed and you kept doing it. Sometimes you see, you're connected to the right people. You see, doors will start opening. Doors will start opening, right?
Exactly.
Because you believed in it and you kept doing it, and doors will keep opening. People that you never thought that can come your way, they start coming your way. You don't even have to talk to them; they will approach you.
Yes,
and that's one.
Yes.
And that's one thing about faith and believing in whatever it is that you want to do. Because you see, consistency and you keep going will start opening doors for you.
Yes,
it will start attracting. You start attracting the right people into your life. With it's effortless.
Wow.
You don't even have to go to them. The people will come to you. The people you need in your business, they will start coming to you. And that's what it is. And I believe that, and it works for me every time. And it works for so many successful people. Also, a lot of people also are too comfortable, right? People are too comfortable, right? You see, your comfort zone, broke zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. People are too comfortable, and they don't want to really take any action and move to the next level. Right? Well, let me put it this way. I'm not really, you see, it's good to work, right? We all need to work to feed our family, do all sorts of things. But people are actually stuck where they are. Right? They find a job and they get paid some peanuts. You see, I'll tell you what, the people who have created enormous wealth, right? They started from nothing. Look at Elon Musk. When he sold PayPal, he actually invested all the money and he was broke. He invested everything and he was down to nothing. He had to borrow money to what? To rent a place to live. So this man actually, he at some point he had nothing. There are so many successful people, they had nothing. So how is their story different from yours? Why are you always thinking successful people were like maybe Donald Trump? He was born with a golden spoon and everything. No, it wasn't like that. There are very, very few people who were born like that. There are so many people we can actually mention names. They started from nowhere. They were just like you and me. They only had one thing. They had a purpose. They believed, and they kept going, and they never stopped. Fear should be erased from your life if you really want to be successful.
Wow. That is one thing that I always say. I say your works will attract people into your life than your works.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people are always causing people. They want to attract people with their works. No. Any investor, anybody that wants to play a role in your life, anybody that wants to help with your vision, they don't take your word. They take your works.
Yes.
That is why if you go to Dragons Den, you can go with all your business plan, but the next question that will come is, how many sales have you made? Why? Because they want to see your works and not your works. And your works are more powerful than your words. So it's about time people stop talking and they start acting. You cannot be talking and succeed. You can only succeed by taking action. And if you get this thing right, then you are in a better place for you to succeed. Now, briefly, talk to me about how people can change their mindset.
I think changing your mindset is something internal, right? It starts from within. You need to be aware, right? You need to be aware of your subconscious mind and how powerful it is, and how that is going to influence whether or not you're going to be successful or not. Then if you understand that, and also you're also open to change, right? You're also open to innovations. You're open to opportunities. You're open to be taking risk, because if there is no risk, there is no gain. Right? And these are some of the things that can really help you to really put you on a path of creating success.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, I've really enjoyed this discussion, and I wish we could have gone on and on and on and on. But let me read some few, too many comments, and I don't think I will be able to read more. Trust me.
Wow.
Too many comments. Let me read a few of them. Lydia is watching you live. Nana Joy says, watching you, Chairman. Kofi Pill says, Africa has a lot of potential. You see, I agree. I always say that Africa is a virgin market, right? It's a virgin.
Yes.
We are now facing. We haven't got anywhere yet. And you see, there is one thing I always tell people, that instead of coming to Europe, right? Now, Europe and America and all this kind of Western world, they have solved their problems to a higher level, right?
Yeah.
Now, Africa has got the most problems on earth, right? Now, nobody buys problems. Everybody goes to the market to buy solutions.
Yeah. So
if you are in a region where there are so many problems, then you have got the potential to solve those problems, because people are likely to buy your solution rather than discussing your problems.
Yes.
So people, instead of discussing problems, think about solutions.
Yes.
And if you are in a region where there are so many problems, then you are in a better position to solve them. And because it's your solution that people will buy. And that, I think, you see, this mindset issue, right, is not a one-day discussion, because there is a lot we can really talk about when it comes to this mindset. But we've got 1 hour. But let me finish my comment. Jyoti says powerful. Patricia Mbaji says real talk. Araba Forcing says powerful. Seth Nanayao says you become what you think about.
Yeah.
Lydia Ofe says real fact, your thought makes you who you are. And Kofi Phil says mindset body. Then Terrence says thoughts become things. Then I've got Isis Love says beautiful, and it says you are responsible. So many comments here, Kofi.
Wow.
So many comments.
Wow.
Yeah, and it says when you start to embrace failure, you will learn how to move on with or without failure. And I have got Seth Nanaya said there is always a way out to everything. Solid information. I have got Alexandra Abuaji saying Chema Yao has done phenomenally well in transforming the mindset and lives thousands of lives across the world, and he has been able to get many to become entrepreneurs from nothingness as a result. God bless you, Chairman. And I have got Alexandra saying they can see the opportunities. What do you see? Then Kofi Pil says false evidence appearing real, and Alexandra says evidence appearing real. It's so many comments, my brother. So many comments.
Wow.
You start attracting the right things into your life when you start doing something consistent and faith. And Alexandra comes back to say your works will attract people into your life, not your ways.
Yes. That's powerful.
Say works are more powerful than ways. My brother, look, there is a lot. But what we are trying to tell people is that we can all succeed if we really work on our minds.
Oh, yes.
And I believe that today should be the day you start working on your mind. Look, try to share this for somebody to watch this. Try to drop it on WhatsApp, your Facebook page profile. Let us make this platform a household name. Because we have made some entertainment platforms, comedy platforms, political platforms. They are not sowing any seeds in our lives.
Start planting seeds.
Made them to be popular. This is a platform that can change the mindset of people. And trust me, me and y'all cannot do this to make this platform to get to where it's supposed to be. You have got your role to play, because these are the kind of discussions we bring to you on a consistent basis. And I believe that you are in a better position to help us to achieve this. Now, let me go to our sponsors before we wrap up. We have got Train to Inspire Consultancy, that business training consulting firm. They also work with students in relation to their personal development. ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, call them and they are going to sort you out. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, which is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. The Real For Sure, your car leasing for every credit. Real For Sure says it doesn't matter your credit history. Call them and you are going to walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. Real For Sure is based in the UK. If you call them, quote T2i 2020, and they are going to sort you out. And also, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, the numbers are scrolling on the screen. Also, if you want to sponsor any of our programs, take the number for T2i TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy, and we are going to really work with you. We are going to make sure that we grow with you as a business as we are growing. And also, if you want to support this platform in any way, shape, or form, just take the Train to Inspire or T2i TV UK number, and we will go work with you. It's been amazing having you, Yasika.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate having me on the platform. I mean, it's just amazing to really have just this kind of discussion, because it's just to help our people, and also to alleviate certain kind of thinking and move us, because we're not waiting. We're moving to the next level.
Exactly. And on Tuesday, I've got a very young man. Tuesdays are dedicated for young people between the ages of 12 to 30 years that are not complaining, that are not giving excuses, that upon all the challenges on the continent, they are still making a difference. They are growing and they are really succeeding against all odds. I've got a very powerful young man coming all the way from Ghana to really come and talk about his journey. And it's going to be an amazing discussion. Don't really change the dial. Even if you're an older person, some of these young people can really inspire you. Trust me. So make this platform your home. Always join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. And we are always here with powerful discussions that's going to blow your mind away. Now, yeah, your last word to everyone that is watching us.
I just want to say this. I mean, the one thing we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, watching us today, is that there are two things when it comes to the power of the mind, right? You either can create, or you either can drive yourself crazy with all the stuff going through your mind, all the negativity, all the worries, all the anxiety, everything that is going through your mind, right? Or you can use the same mind to create an unlimited possibilities. So what do you want to do? There are two choices, right? And also, I mean, when you become aware of how powerful the mind is, I'll tell you what, you can change your story and create the life you truly deserve. Thank you so much for having me on this call, this meeting, this program tonight. Really appreciate having a very, very powerful discussion with you, Oscar. You are phenomenal. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what I want to add to what we said is that, look, your success and your failure depends on you. Your life does not depend on the third party. It's about time you stop begging people. It's about time you stop chasing people for them to give you an opportunity. learn to start from somewhere. Connect with the right people that believes in your dreams and aspirations. Believe in yourself. I always say this, that every one of us can buy a seed. A seed is the most inexpensive thing in the world. But there is one thing about a seed, that seed that you have in your hands can become the biggest tree you can ever imagine. The potential of the seed is not on the outside of the seed, it's within the seed. The potential for you to succeed is not on the outside of life, it's within you. Because if that small seed can become the biggest tree you can ever imagine, then that seed, which carries the power of the mind, that small resources in your hands, that $100, which is the seed, can carry the power of multiplication that can blow your mind away. Learn to start from somewhere. And there is one thing I like about the builders. There is no builder that puts 2 blocks at a time. Every builder puts 1 block at a time. But over time, they are able to build the biggest and the most powerful, the best mansion that you can ever think about. Start from somewhere and take 1 step at a time. Your success depends on the consistency of your steps. That is, if you have to take 5 steps a day, make sure you do it without excuses. Don't tell me it's raining and because of that, you have postponed it. Because anything that will not kill you should not stop you from pursuing that vision. Because walking in the rain is not going to kill you. Pursuing in the rain is not going to kill you. We are fond of giving excuses, and that's why we find ourselves at one level all the time. For you to move to the next level, we need to start doing what everybody else is not doing. And that is the only way you can get to the top. God richly bless everybody that watched us. And we are here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. And trust me, this is the kind of discussions we bring to you. Have a wonderful weekend, and God richly bless everyone. And yeah, thanks once again for your time.
Bless you.
Wow. See you guys. Bye-bye.